I try not to let it bother me too much, though. I've never been allowed to go to the Crossland Haunted House before, and I wasn't going to let Rolly ruin it for me. Roger has told me all about it, and I've been looking forward to this for about 3 years. Anyway, when we got to entrance, I started having second thoughts about going, and good evening. My mom seemed like she was in a hurry to get this over with, and she moved us along once we were through the gate. It was one scare after another. There were vampires jumping out at you, and people without heads, and all sorts of crazy stuff. But the worst part was this area called Chainsaw Alley. There was this big guy in a hockey mask. He had a real chainsaw. Roger told me the chainsaw was a rubber blade, but I wasn't taking any chances. Right when it looked like the chainsaw guy was going to catch us, Mom stepped in and bailed us out. That's not nice. I'm sorry, ma'am. Mom made the chainsaw now show us where the exit was, and that was the end of our haunted house experience right there. I guess it was a little embarrassing when Mom did that, but I'm willing to let it go this one time. Saturday, the Crossland Haunted house really got me thinking. Those things discussed we're charging $5 a pop. And the line stretched halfway around the school. I decided to make a haunted house of my own. Actually, I had to bring Rolly in on the deal, whose mom wouldn't let me convert our first floor into a full-out haunted mansion. I knew Rolly's dad wouldn't be crazy about the idea either, so we decided to build a haunted house in his basement and just not mention it to his parents. Me and Rolly spent most of the day coming up with an awesome plan for our haunted house. Here was our final plan: Hall of Screens, Lake of Blood, Bottomless Pit, Night Valley, Maze of 1,000 Skulls, Rat Tunnel, Death Slide, Acid Lake, Hand Hall Exit. I don't mean to brag or anything, but what we came up was way better than Crossland High School Haunted House. We realized we were gonna need to get the word out that we were doing this thing, so we got some paper and made up a bunch of flyers. I'll admit, maybe we stretched the truth a little in our advertisement. We had to make sure people actually showed up. Haunted house with live sharks. Ouch, 32 Surrey Street, admission 50 cents, 3 o'clock p.m. By the time we finished putting the flyers up around the neighborhood and got back to Rolly's basement, it was already 2:30, and we hadn't even started putting the actual haunted house together yet. So we had to put some corners from our original plan. The end.